so-called minority communities in the United States, but all of you are affected. Every citizen in the United States is affected, unless you're a millionaire or a billionaire. You're affected, believe me. If you're a normal, average, working class citizen in the United States, you are hounded day and night by debt collectors, by bill collectors. You are living under the tyranny of your social security number and your credit report, which will determine what options you have in life. It will determine what you can own, what you can rent, or if you can rent, if you can get a job, if you can get a car, if you can get a house. You have a social credit system in the United States even more strict than they have in China. You pioneered it. China learned it from you, and theirs is more lenient than yours. This is all a violation of international law. They're not allowed to treat you like that because they made you poor. They're allowed to make you poor, but you're not allowed to be poor, apparently. This is a violation of international law. It's a violation, again, of the Covenant on Social and Political Rights. You don't even know what that is. You think the only law that applies to you is your Constitution. That's the only law that you think matters, the law of your state, and you have more laws in your country than any other country on earth, and you still call yourself the freest country in the world. You see how they've got your mind confused, how they've got you just turned around and upside down? You think you're the freest country in the world. Meanwhile, you have the most laws of any country in the world. You've got laws at the municipal level. You've got laws at the county level. You've got laws at the state level. You've got laws at the federal level. You've got laws inside the company that you work for. They'll decide whether or not you even get to go to the bathroom or not. You're subject to laws all the time, and your freedom is restricted drastically, and it's restricted in ways that are violations of international law. But they've got you, and they've kept you ignorant about what your rights are under international law. They want you to believe that when your rights are violated, or when you feel that your rights are violated, the only option that you have is to go for redress of your grievances to the one who's violating your rights. That's the system that they've set up for you. And you think it's normal. You think it's normal for it not to be safe to walk in the street. Fortunately, the world's sheriff is an outlaw. And so that outlaw gets to do whatever they want. They've legalized their own crimes. They've legalized their crimes against you. And they've normalized in your mind being victimized by your country, being victimized by your government, being victimized by your state, being victimized by the very police officers who are supposed to be protecting you. But that's not even the end of it. It's not even just about the police violence. It's not even about the violence that you are forced to live in on a daily basis in your American cities, but also even just something that you take absolutely as a given. You take this absolutely as a given, that they gather your data. They gather your personal data from all your devices, from all your computers and all your phones and whatnot, that they just gather it and there's nothing you can do about it. And they mass surveil you. Every single one of you is under mass surveillance. They watch your every move. They talk about China, but they're watching your every move. You tell me the last time you walked out of your house and took 5 steps and didn't see a CCTV camera. All of those CCTV cameras are connected to intelligence. They're connected to the police. They're connected to law enforcement and so forth. You're under their watchful eye every moment of your life. And that, by the way, is illegal. You have right to privacy. You have a right to your data. They don't have a right to take it from you. They don't have a right to collect it. They don't have a right to sell it. All of these matters have been determined and settled already according to international law, and America violates it every day because they know they can.